Hey there everybody, this is Lee with Creative2xmom. I hope you all are enjoying your fantastic 3-day Labor Day weekend. I know that we are. We are trying to get some yard work done this weekend, and we are doing some projects with the kids and just spending some time outside. The smoke is starting to clear up, and it's been a great weekend to get out of the house. So since it's the start of a new homeschool year, I've been thinking about our goals for this year. What do we want to accomplish in the new year? What do I want to accomplish in the new year? And where am I hoping that we will be come May or June? And this was a great topic to discuss. Ingrid over at Mommy and Mia Homeschool Chronicles challenged us to be looking at our goals. It was something that I'd kind of been thinking about already, and I wanted to share with you guys. So in the description box below, you will find a link to her channel as well as a link to the playlist of those of us who are answering this question today of just what are our goals for this new homeschool year. I have just a few simple goals I'm trying to simplify, and that is my word for the new homeschool year. Simple, simple, simple. I feel like in the past I have overcomplicated our lesson plans. I've overcomplicated our days. I'm pretty type A, and so I have crammed a lot into our time together, and it's just not been healthy for any of us. So my word this year is simple, and my secondary word is joy. Recapturing joy, less pressure, less craziness. Last year was a little rough for me personally, and it carried over into the beginning, maybe the first part of the summer, where I just thought, you know, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what our homeschool is for, and this is not why we started this. So what is really our purpose? And it was to find joy in learning. And I realized that I was spoiling the joy in our homeschool by my attitude and the things that I wanted to accomplish without thinking about how it affected my kids. So this year is simple, 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 and not worrying. I think so much of my overcomplication of homeschool was in my fear. Was I doing enough? Was I doing the right things? Was I preparing my kids for their future? And that's been a big reason why we've homeschooled, is because I want them to have a great academic experience, and I want to be able to give them everything. But as we all know, there is no education that can give our kids everything. And I read something this summer that really drove that home for me. And it was talking about we're preparing our kids for the future, but I don't know what my kids are going to do in the future. And so because of that, I have almost over-prepared them, or tried to over-prepare them for any possible path that they might take. And that's burned all of us out. It's burned me out. It's burned them out. And it's not effective. There's no possible way that any education can prepare your kids for everything. So have gotten to the point where I'm like, I can't worry about that. I just have to do my best. And when they get there, then they pick up the skills that have fallen along the way. We all do, and we all turn out fine. That's a lot of what high school and college is for, is to pick up those skills that all of a sudden you're realizing, okay, this is the field that I think I'm going into. Now I need to pick up those skills to fill in the blanks. Does that make sense? I have been driven by fear a lot, probably the last 2 years, probably just am I doing enough? And I just got to the point where I'm like, no, it's never going to be enough to prepare them for every possible scenario. So I just need to step back and prepare them that, number one, they know how to learn. Number two, they've got a great literary foundation, because that's going to expand on their vocabulary, their ideas, and their framework for learning other things. And number three, do they really want to learn? And that's kind of what I'm boiling everything down to this year, is simple, joy, and just enjoying this journey together. I have preached that for a really long time, but I haven't necessarily lived it. So that is my goal for myself personally. As far as our overarching homeschool goal, I don't really have any specific goals for each of the kids, because they're doing fantastic. They're doing everything I'm asking them to do, above and beyond, and doing wonderfully with everything. As far as our homeschool as a whole, I have a few other things that I really kind of want to hone in this year, and that is more field trips. And that goes into our finding joy in school. We did not take enough field trips last year. Our charter school didn't do as many field trips as they have typically done in the past, and I was just not prepared. It kind of was a sudden change, and I wasn't prepared to plan as many field trips on my own, and I've decided this year, you know what, I'm doing it because that is one of the ways that we just find joy, and I think it's a great way to learn, is getting away from the textbooks and getting out in the real world and interacting with adults that know so much of this stuff that I don't know, and giving the kids a chance to interact and to learn things in a really hands-on way outside of our home. So more field trips, more observation. Like, I really want to slow down in our science curriculum in particular, is really slow down and observe the world around us. Do some like illustrated learning, which is not something I've typically done in the past with my kids, giving them a chance to explore and show their work in a different way. And just really, I also want to slow down during the holidays. That's not something that I've done in the past. We've kind of gone full force, and I'm seeing that our calendar has us not going on Christmas break until the 21st, which bumps right up to the holidays. And I really want to kind of slow down and enjoy, find a way to incorporate the holidays more into our homeschool in the month of December, because there's a lot of hands-on learning that can happen there as well. So I guess a lot of my goals this year fall on me. A lot of them have to do with my mindset and the way that I want to change the way I look at how we're homeschooling. I really want to step back and be more of the mom in the homeschool. Less of the crazy dictator and more of the mom in our homeschool. So that is my goals for 2018-2019. More joy, more simplified, and just finding ways to bring back that joy in learning, because my kids are thriving. They're doing really well academically. I think it's that other side of the coin that we've missed a little bit in the last couple of years, and I want to incorporate that more in our home. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, what are your goals for the homeschool year? Do you set goals with your children? Do you set goals for your children? And how are you setting goals for yourself? And don't forget to hit that subscription button before you click off this video. We'd love to have you follow along in our journey. Also, don't forget to check out that playlist down below. I know I'm going to be following along to see what everybody's up to, and I hope you will as well. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.